Alright, so I don't have a dumb, silly way to start the podcast, so I'm just gonna start the podcast right out the bat.
Sounds
So
good
yeah,
to me.
what's up? This is the Ninbits podcast. This is podcast number. Shit, what podcast is this? Is this number
10?
10?
I
I
think it's
believe
10,
it's
dude.
podcast number 10. Yes.
Double
We
digits.
made it. We actually made it to the 10.
It's still alive
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah, weirdly enough. So I'm John S.
And I'm Eric.
And we're here to talk about video games, but mostly Nintendo. Actually, only Nintendo.
Oh, the Nintendo.
Yep. So, I guess I can start with how my week has been going on in terms of like what I've been playing and whatnot. So, what have I been playing? Well, I'm still playing Fire Emblem. So,
Oh, you're still on Fire Emblem?
yeah, it's kind of a slow, it's kind of a slow trip
Uh-huh.
on that. There's a total of 25 chapters. I just finished chapter 15. So, and then the battles are getting longer and more difficult.
Oh.
Yeah, there's more enemies on the field and stuff like that. Like characters that were able to one shot other characters are not able to do it anymore.
hmm
So I'm gonna have to start grinding at some point. It's,
Oh, that's going to be fun for you then, huh? Grinding is
Yeah.
always fun.
yeah. But other than that, nothing has changed. Like I
Nothing
said,
else.
I ended the story somewhat. Because like the story was like the first story was basically about you surviving this kingdom of a king that's just nuts.
hmm
But actually, that story just ends around chapter 9,
hmm
10, 11, or something around those lines. And
Mhm.
then just another story starts.
Oh.
So yeah, I thought it was gonna be a full story straight through, I guess. But no, it's nothing like that. That was
Oh,
weird.
cool.
Yeah. So now I'm basically trying to stop this guy who's trying now to start another war.
hmm
So yeah, nothing particularly interesting. Oh yeah, never mind. I unlocked the characters. Like I'm able to now use characters from the people I marry,
Oh, cool.
like the children,
Yeah.
and it's interesting to see them come up, because like sometimes they end up being totally different to the parents.
hmm
It's really weird also when you see characters from pairs that are still children.
hmm
It's always weird to see the adult talking like to the child. It says mother.
Right.
Yeah, it's really weird. But other than that, that game's been going on well.
Cool, dude. Yeah, and I'm kind of on the same boat with you on that right now. I've still been playing Project X Zone. I've heard that there's actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, 46 chapters on this.
Hmm.
And just to let you know where I'm at, I'm just barely at chapter 10. So that's what I've been playing, and that's what I've been trying to get as far as I can on this game. And not just, and it's getting, like you said, it's getting to the point where stuff gets tougher. Like everything is just basically tutorial at first, and right now I'm at the point where I already lost one matchup and I had to start over. But basically, I had to destroy these. In one stage, I had to destroy bombs. And if you didn't destroy bombs within a certain turn limit, then that's it, game over.
Mhm.
And it just so happened that I got to the last bomb literally when that was my last turn, and I had to there was this guy in the way trying to block the bomb, and I couldn't beat him with one go, so I had to, unfortunately I lost that. But yeah, dude, I love this game, man. And I think what I like the best of it is just the whole concept that it's got all these different characters all mashed up into one game, you know. Just seeing
Okay.
just seeing the dialogue with each other has always been fun. But yeah, dude, that's all I've been playing so far. I know that me and you have talked about, not Nintendo related, but about another game that's been on the radar for a lot of people. Is that what's it called again? Stardew Valley? Is that what it is?
Stardew Valley, yes.
Yeah, so that's a game that's been on my radar for a bit. To be honest with you, I haven't bought it yet, but it might be a game that I might pick up later down the road.
As I said before, it's on Steam. It's not very expensive.
Yeah, it's $15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't.
just to get off topic, that's one game that I might end up picking up here soon.
You better get Undertale first, though.
Oh, dude, I know. That's the one thing that I want to get first is Undertale, and then that one and I want to get Shovel Knight too, man. That's another game that I want to pick up.
Well, you don't have to get that on Steam. You can get
Yeah,
it literally anywhere else. So
right, on any console
yeah, pretty
possible.
much.
Yeah, it's pretty much on every single console ever. So yeah, that's one of the other games that I want to go ahead and try as well that are not directly published by Nintendo.
Yep, you should do that. And maybe get the amiibo if you can.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing that I want is the amiibo. The amiibo's pretty cool on it too.
Yeah, you get it before it gets rare. So
Dude, it's already getting rare, I think, if I'm not
oh,
mistaken. Yeah,
well, let's see.
but yeah,
Actually,
that's all I've been doing.
well, actually, been playing more than that. Honestly,
Cool. What else, dude?
I mean, I'm not going for the obvious next selection, but I'm going to for another one, which is very different. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, have you ever heard of Oz?
No.
OSU exclamation point.
No, I can't say I have, dude.
It's basically not a browser. It's a desktop kind of reading game. It's you ever play Elite Beat Agents?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, is it like a flash game? Is that what you're saying?
It's not a flash game. It's difficult to explain.
Uh huh.
Okay, Elite Beat Agents is this game like where you use the touchscreen and you just tap the bubbles as they come up.
Uh huh.
Oz is this service that started when Nintendo just stopped creating Elite Beat Agent games,
Hmm.
and because people wanted more of it, there's this guy, this one Australian person who decided to start a website, and he created his own version of it. It's basically you can have people create music like maps for
Hmm.
like you can create like based on the music, literally any sort of music. It also incorporates the other thing that we wanted to play, which is the Taiko Drone Master games.
Dude, that sounds pretty cool, actually. And you said this is like a browser game?
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to use your mouse to aim, like to the
Uh
button, so it can get very difficult.
huh. Can you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah, then there's Taiko, which uses the keyboard, like
Right.
yeah, and there's other things like there's a I believe this thing like a piano playing thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think there's an actual game like that. I don't know what's it called though. It's a Japanese game. Oh,
Hmm.
there's also multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah, there's like you can go into the multiplayer option. Of course, it's usually people who have been on this for a while now. This
Sure.
yeah, because this game came out I believe 2008.
Okay.
Well, like this is freeware basically.
Right. I figured that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, but it's fun just playing your own. Like you can just download pretty much any song if it's up. There's a
Uh-huh.
ton of songs. There's a ton. Of course, it's mostly anime because that's what most people go for.
Well, that and it's a Japanese based
Yeah,
game as well. So
there's
yeah.
yeah, there's also like a lot of really fast paced music. You're gonna hear a lot of dubstep, Eurobeat, whatever it's called,
Yeah, I think
stuff
that's
like
what I would
that.
call it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a fun game. Of
Cool,
course, it's
dude.
a never ending one though,
Right.
because you just keep downloading songs and then you try to play it, and then you just have a list of over 300 songs.
Oh God.
So yeah, and it just been interesting because I've been playing this for a while. Like I started back in 2011, somewhere around those.
Hmm.
But like it just seen the thing evolve because like it was very simplistic at first, and now this time, as I opened it, like you hear a song that was made specifically for the browser,
Hmm.
and you just hear it play as it, and then you see like the flashes like super flashy now at this point. To the point
Right.
like it feels like its own thing.
Right.
So yeah, I've been playing that,
Cool.
and well, finally I've been playing. Of course, I got Pokken this Friday.
Oh, right, dude. I'm really excited to actually hear your opinion on this. So,
All
what's
right,
the verdict?
okay, Pokken. It's better than I expected.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because I don't want to say it's the best.
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's a game that most people who want to play it will probably be people who want to get good at the game.
Hmm.
Because button mashing will get you punished hard online.
So you're saying basically this is more like for people that are wanting to play competitively, correct?
To an extent, yes.
Okay.
I mean, you can survive button mashing in some cases, but that will likely get you killed if you don't know what you're doing.
Sure.
Okay, so let's start with a bit with the basics of this game. This game is complicated
Mm.
in and yet it's not.
Uh-huh.
So there's two phases. There's like the field phase in which you move around normally like a 3D environment,
Uh-huh.
and there's the dual phase in which you use your Pokemon in a 2D space. So, okay, I'm going to use the Pokemon that I've been using, which is Gardevoir.
Uh-huh.
So let's say Gardevoir's very slow. Like you can just throw like projectiles at your enemy. If you hit it in a certain way, it
Uh-huh.
switches the phases.
Okay.
So that's basically how it works, and you just basically have to deplete the health of the other Pokemon.
Okay.
But now here's the thing, and I started noticing I'm not a super expert at fighting games.
Neither am I. Yeah, but I love
No,
I love playing them though. Huh.
yeah, but I noticed that there's some balance issues in certain to an extent.
Ooh. Okay.
Again, it's mostly because there are games like Smash and Street Fighter where people can spam projectiles, but
Yes.
it's not particularly difficult to evade it either.
Right.
But in this game, like if you go against a Pokemon who is good at doing the projectiles thing, you will get destroyed. Yeah, because like let's say another player is using Braixen, which is like the Fire Fox Pokemon.
Right.
They usually, after playing enough matches, they usually start by just spamming fireballs.
Oh
They
God.
shoot like 7 fireballs and then they shoot another one.
Mm.
By the way, the fireballs just hold you in place, and then
Mm.
they can shoot another one in which they switch the phase and they lower a lot of your health.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, that spamming will get rid of half your health bar.
Oh jeez, really? That's quite a bit, dude.
Yeah, and then like this Pokemon like Mewtwo and Suicune who have this giant laser
Mm-hmm.
which just shoots across the screen.
Jeez.
Yeah, trust me, like it's a fucking
So would you call that a balance issue at this point?
yes, because the only way to deal with that it will be to sidestep, but sometimes it's not even that doesn't usually work.
That's really not a guarantee.
Yeah, and it's not because like you can actually arc the shots.
Right.
Like if you move left and the other player it's aiming left, you can actually aim it. So as you're moving, they can just shoot you where you
Oh
are.
jeez. Uh-huh.
And since the Pokemon you're using, which is Gardevoir, is really slow and unable to actually, you know, get through it.
Right.
So yeah, because Gardevoir like it uses projectiles as well, but it can't spam it like that. Those Pokemon can.
Right.
So yeah, because like you can actually like okay, so I'm just gonna get to the basic of it.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'm probably going on too long. So there's different abilities like you can grab, but if the opponent attacks you with a normal move, like the grab gets interrupted.
Oh wow. Okay.
But like you attack normally, you can counter.
Mm-hmm.
Like you press two buttons and you counter, and the move gets like absorbed and you just return the damage.
Right.
And then if you're using a counter, and the opponent grabs, like the counter gets cancelled.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like this rock paper scissors thing.
Yes, I can see that at this point. Right.
Yes. So that's why I'm telling you. If you try to just spam attacks like crazy, you're gonna get countered a lot, especially if you don't know how to grab.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people who either don't grab a lot or grab a lot, and they just get destroyed by using that against them.
Right.
So yes, stuff like that.
That's pretty crazy, dude, but cool at the same time, though, man. I see why your interest is there.
Yeah, I mean it's still a fun game,
Mm-hmm.
though. I wasn't able to get that the special controller. Sadly.
Oh no, you didn't get it?
Nah.
Because you didn't want to, or because you
I wanted to get it, but I couldn't get it.
Oh man, that
Yeah,
sucks.
they didn't have any. They didn't have any. Though I mean, it might have been for the best because apparently it doesn't really work on the game itself.
Oh, okay.
Like you had to choose everything, and it only works as to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard this in another podcast, but I'm really, but I take this person's, like, I think what he says, like, I trust what he says.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of weird. Like, you can only use it in battle. You can't even make choices on the.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, dude.
I mean, I had to verify it. I should have verified at this point, but this is how professional I am. And yeah, I played that for a bit, and there's another game, but I won't talk about it. In fact, I'm not going to talk about it till a bit later.
Okay.
You'll know why. Why?
you'll have a segue to it.
Yeah. But for now, we can finally move on to the news.
Let's move on to the news.
Alright, so first we're gonna start with some Nintendo surprises. They added a patch for Smash.
That came out of nowhere, dude.
It came out of nowhere and people were pissed.
Well, because it did another quote unquote balance treatment to it, pretty much, right?
Yeah, but it was a good balance to be fair. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
think. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
who liked certain characters were not happy.
Oh, I can imagine, dude.
Like Corrin and Bayonetta with nerf.
Like bad, I heard, right?
Not too bad. Bayonetta, like her witch time just lasts a little less.
Uh huh.
But Corrin was slowed down.
Uh huh.
Like just his neutral speed. That's I don't think I ever seen a character being slowed down like that. Like his other moves, like his counter was severely nerfed, so it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't kill you when you do the full charge smash attack.
All right.
Like Cloud's like finishing touch, I believe it's called,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't kill you in the air anymore. So like if you try to jump and he uses it, it likely won't kill you.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
And then the best character in the game, Cheek, was nerfed to hell again.
All right. I bet a lot of people are pissed about that one for
Oh
sure.
yeah, there was a lot because the professionals used her. So
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, there were some angry ones. I mean, it's no longer the best character in the game.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, things like that. So yeah, that happened. People were angry, but
Yeah.
another one was a. It's another game that got it. I say a patch was well, Super Mario Maker.
Super Mario Maker.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I've seen some of the stages like this that you can use the the P switches, which turn the blocks into coins and vice versa.
Right.
So you could actually jump on those. Like you can press it and you have
Yeah.
enough time to jump. I've
Yeah.
seen.
There was stages dedicated to that kind of technique.
Yep. And apparently now it's harder to jump on them.
It has to be more well timed. Yeah. They made it to where it's really really hard to go ahead and complete that now.
Yeah, I mean that's not a good thing.
No, I don't understand what the idea was behind that. They should have just left that as it is.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was good. That worked well.
there was no benefit to doing that whatsoever, if you ask me. At least that I'm aware of. I'm not a Nintendo developer whatsoever, but
Well, that made
I don't see what the benefit was.
yeah, that made it into thing. I mean, I hope there was an actual reason, but being the casually speaking, I don't see why they did
Right,
it.
right. I agree,
And that's also the fact that there's been Mario Maker stages that have been deleted.
dude. Yeah,
You
a
heard of
lot
it?
of yeah. I did hear about that too, including one guy. Well, his opinion is I forgot what the guy's name is, but his opinion was that he talks a lot of crap about Nintendo, and that's why they deleted his stage. So that's his personal opinion on why they deleted his stage.
Who was this guy anyway?
I don't remember, dude. I just know he's a Twitch streamer, and that's where he was talking most of his crap.
Huh?
But they deleted all of his stages,
Wait, really?
all of them, dude.
Because if they're well played, they shouldn't be deleted. So,
Yep.
that might be a thing.
And he didn't do anything to violated the terms and conditions of actually using the system online. So it doesn't make sense why they deleted his stuff. You know.
Hmm. I guess they should not talk shit about Nintendo.
Exactly, dude.
Wait, so what did he say anyway? Like, what was supposedly what he was saying?
I don't even know that, to be quite honest with you. I just know that he was talking crap, but I don't know anything about what he was talking or anything like that.
Huh. Well, once again, you don't mess with Nintendo
Don't mess with Nintendo.
or all of their supposed ninjas.
All their Ninja Goombas will come and delete your stages.
Oh man, you just made me think of Gaijin Goomba whenever you said that. Alright, so on to the next bit of news, which is the Miitomo and My Nintendo are out in Japan.
Yep, and it's actually doing very good, dude.
Well, it looks alright.
It looks all right, but I mean, it's doing really good. Within 3 days,
Oh, oh,
it
oh.
had over 2 million downloads.
Yeah, and apparently it's *1 on the App Store.
Yes, it is, dude. It's doing really well.
But just the App Store, no Android released yet.
No
At least-
Android release yet.
Well, it's probably gonna have both here, so.
Right.
Well, either way, we got some information out of it, so that's good.
Yeah, we got something going on at least now.
I mean, you can create your Miis. We apparently uses a Vocaloid interface because,
Mhm.
like, the way the voices speak. And it then asks you different questions like, "What's your favorite type of food?" Stuff like that. You get the answers and then they're shared with other people whom you have as friends. Like you get
Right.
so you. Mm-hmm. What's up?
Yeah, they have to be connected to you like through social media or whatever, but they have to be your friend, is my understanding.
Yeah, yeah. Then like you get points. In this case, platinum points. You get as achievements
Hmm.
that you can use on my Nintendo. Like you get the points by doing what you just said, connecting your Miitomo account to your social media. Like
Right.
just changing your outfits, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Then you can use this on my Nintendo to, well, these coins you can use it to get like the different mini games they may have in there. If I'm correct, you they
Right. I
can.
think like Zelda, Twilight Princess, Picross, whatever, and then the other one was some Wario game that you could only get through there.
Yes, yeah, those are the
Yep.
games that you can get. So for the next part of the news, let's see. Nintendo UK has just put up a listing for the Star Fox Zero First Print Edition Amiibo pack, and the only reason I put this here is because I know you like special editions like this.
I love special editions.
So the bundle is gonna be, well, it says 79.99 pounds. Is that errors? That's pounds. And it comes with Star Fox Zero, the first person edition, like the first person edition game,
Hmm.
Fox, Falco, a Star Fox Zero snapback cap, and a really neat shirt.
Dude, that shirt is awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Hmm.
I would actually get Star Fox just for that shirt.
Dude, we never get stuff like that here, though.
We do get stuff like that, but we rarely get it nowadays.
I've never seen a shirt being given out with a promo, have you?
Okay, never mind. Not shirts. I'm just saying neat stuff.
Yeah, we do get some neat stuff every once in a while. You're right.
And now Europe and Australia are getting gains first. What is up with that, man?
I don't know. The world's coming to an end or something.
Yeah, everything's going topsy turvy.
Yep.
So, well, there are also other editions. Like it has the Star Fox, like I believe in separate game discs, Star Fox Car and Star Fox Zero,
Hmm.
and steelbook case. Oh, those are always cool.
Yeah, those are always badass, dude.
Yes. And by the way, we really don't. I really don't have much news, so I just put this. So like in Japan, they started to sell these Splatoon toys.
Dude, I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, they had the commercial, I believe, on the Nintendo channel.
Hmm.
It was like this, just really gooey toys of the squids.
Did you see that? That it's going off topic, but at the same time with topic, I guess. But they're also doing a Splatoon like lint roller. Did you see that?
Wait, what?
A Splatoon lint roller. They're using
Lint.
that, yeah, to like get the lint off your shirts. But they're also releasing something like that too. I forget. It's using that big ol' I forgot what it's called, but that roller in Splatoon that you use.
Just a roller, it's called, yeah.
Yeah, just a roller. So they're making a
Really?
lint roller out of it too.
Really?
I thought that was hilarious,
Oh,
dude.
wow. Okay, yeah, Nintendo is taking full advantage of Splatoon.
Right.
Jesus. I did not expect that.
No, neither did I, dude. I thought that was hilarious.
Uh, Alright, so. Oh, and I included this one because it was actually pretty funny.
Hmm.
So, Yua Yasaki, you have no idea who she is.
Nope.
So, she's from that same game that Barbara the Bat is from.
Oh, okay.
So, she's an up and coming voice actress. So, like, she uses her voice a lot when you play her.
Hmm.
So, she just says things when she does whatever.
Hmm.
Everything she says Jumpu.
Okay.
And then, like, the victory team is this, like, her singing the Mario theme
Hmm.
as it plays in the background. Which sounds, damn it sounds way too cute for it to sound good.
Right.
The only reason I put this here is because Game Explain uploaded a video of it.
Hmm.
And it was the funny thing. I believe the character has the same name as the character from a very inappropriate title. I
Oh.
believe it's an adult game.
Oh.
And I believe Game Explain actually confused the name,
Oh God.
which was actually hilarious to just watch the comments. No, that's not that person.
That is freaking hilarious, though,
Yeah,
dude.
that's amazing. Sadly, I missed that. But just, I did notice a lot of the comments saying, man, so how long till they notice this is not that character? So again, that was just funny.
Yeah,
use
that's
costume.
hilarious, actually, dude.
Yeah, so costume is out. It's a cute costume.
Hmm.
It actually has a voice, which is something different.
Yeah, that is different, dude.
Yeah, so just like every other custom, go download the level and play it, and you get the custom.
That simple.
Yep. So, other video news that I didn't bother to write down here. So, Game Trailer 6 back.
In a form, yeah, they're back
Yeah,
already. The
yeah,
team got together.
yes, they're back as easy allies.
Hmm.
They actually uploaded their first video on their coming soon channel. It's just basically a toy thing.
Right.
That's the first thing they uploaded, and they also have a Patreon.
Hmm.
And now they have like $25,000 a month on Patreon money.
Isn't that crazy? That just came out of nowhere,
Yeah,
dude.
that's amazing. That's a lot
Hmm.
of money. So,
Heck yeah.
and there's only 6 people. They will certainly, that will be more than enough.
Oh, they better be more than enough, man. That's a lot of, just like you said, that's a lot of money, man. They have
Yeah,
to make that work out.
yeah, they really have to. I
Hmm.
mean, it's only 6 people working, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get more money.
Oh yeah, guarantee they are, dude. It's just a matter of time for that at this point.
Yeah, so I hope they make good content. I already subscribed to them, so
Cool. Yeah, I have to do that. So I always like their content, so I'm hoping that it's good content. I'm sure they will come up with good stuff.
yeah, hopefully.
Hmm.
Next we have the, oh yes, Capcom they release a survey. Well, this was in Japan though. They're asking basically whether we want like Mega Man 11.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
So I mean, I see a lot of people just going, "Duh, I want it."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like Mega Man that much. I do enjoy the games, but it would be nice to see a new Mega Man game.
I've just been the Mega Man Network game and Mega Man Legends games. Those were my favorite games.
Well, they could come. I never
You
played the
never
Mega
know.
Man. I never played the Mega Man Network series.
I did, dude. I love those games. And I mean, they're almost the same as the Star Force series as well. So those are my other favorite series.
Hmm.
Those were always fun.
I need to download those on Virtual Console.
Oh, I forgot they're already out there too.
Yeah, I believe the three games are out.
Hmm.
So let's see. Well, okay. So Miitomo,
Hmm.
it already topped the Android charts, by the way. So I was actually wrong. It did release on Android.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, now it's on top on Android as well. And okay, so from here we're now going to move on to the next section,
Hmm.
which is rumors and other things.
Oh, these are always fun.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm getting a little exhausted of rumors. At least rumors for what we're going to see here, the NX.
Hmm.
Uh, about the supposedly leak controller. I believe you heard
Yeah.
about this.
Oh, dude, it was posted all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to. I'm just going to go straight to the point. Just basically, Destructed posted an article saying like posting the picture basically and using a certain machine to identify certain bits of photoshopping.
Yes, that is correct. They basically found a whole image that was cropped into that. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about on that too.
Yeah, and the controller seems to have no buttons, like just a screen and 2 sticks.
Right.
So I mean, it's probably fake.
Yeah.
It has to be fake.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's fake too. I don't believe it's real at all.
Yeah,
Usually I try to be optimistic about those things, but nope, I
yeah.
seriously think it's fake.
Well, another rumor about the NX and also to an extent Wii U. Apparently,
Yeah.
the Wii U is ending the production at the end of the year.
Dude, this is news that literally just dropped today as of the recording of this podcast. But the
Yes.
interesting thing about this is that it's being published everywhere right now. Even sort of sites that I wouldn't expect to post up a rumor like this. But I mean, I don't know, man. What do you think? I mean, think about it though. The Xbox, the regular Xbox, only had a 4-year production. So this has
Did
been out
it?
since, yeah, man, 4 years.
Oh man.
The regular Xbox. So with that said, I mean, this could be valid, man. But I'm not going to put any actual until I hear it from the straight from the horse's mouth. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, apparently this was also this information. released by a Japanese website,
What's it called? Niskoi or something like that? Niskoi?
Nikkei.
Yeah, Nikkei. That's what it
Yes,
was.
it's a Japanese website, and they released information, which is a really strange way to get release data like that.
Hmm.
So, still, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe your Wii U isn't dead quite yet.
Hmm.
But if it is, it only goes to show that maybe the NX will have backwards compatibility.
That's what I'm hoping for, dude. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so there's some more rumors, but oh man,
Too much.
I am really exhausted of the NX rumors.
There's way too many, man.
Yeah, here's another rumor by a NeoGAF insider person. This is the guy
Okay.
who this is the person who predicted the Pokemon Black and White
Okay.
before they were like officially announced.
Hmm.
Well, he says we'll get the NX before E3 with
Hmm.
at least the information.
Information, yes.
Yeah, you think that's gonna happen?
Dude, I think it may be announced, but they're just gonna maybe say, yes, we're working on it. That's it. You know, nothing too crazy. And yes, it's coming 2016.
Right.
But I think they're gonna hold off a lot of information until E3.
I mean, that would be neat. Like, just knowing that there are some games. Well, I don't even want games. I just want some more information so the leaks will stop. Because oh god, the leaks or whatever, all
Hmm.
the factual leaks, they're everywhere. They
They're
won't
everywhere,
stop.
dude.
They won't stop. They're getting everywhere. Uh, well, that's basically it on the rumors. It's only NX rumors.
And I wanted to pull up another one. I don't know if you saw this one, but
Oh, I don't.
did you see the Pokemon Go video footage?
Oh, the footage. Yes, I did. It was on side by side. Was if I'm correct.
Yeah, dude, that was interesting. I mean, it looked exactly like I thought it was going to look
You
in the
throw poke.
sense.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it looked exactly how I thought it was going to look.
Did you throw Pokeballs at your Pokemon?
Yes, and I figured that using the what's the wearable that you have to wear on there,
Mm-hmm.
I figured it was going to be able to read, the strength of your throw, and that's going to determine how good the Pokeball is going to be, or whatever the case is. But yeah, dude, it looks exactly like I thought it was going to look. Now I'm just curious on how well it's going to do, which I'm sure it's going to do very well.
Well, I saw it, and apparently the refresh rate for the camera and like what's actually happening, it's terrible.
Yes, it's terrible, dude. But again, you got to think this is right now in a closed beta. So would
Hopefully.
that yeah, would that be? Oh, they confirmed it. It's closed beta right now in Japan only.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confirmed. So I know it's closed beta in Japan. So with that being said, I can't really make any harsh judgments on it until I actually get my hands on it and until it comes out of beta.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fair assessment. So maybe, from what I see, maybe it may be coming out at the end of the year. Maybe
Maybe they want a 2016 release. I know that for sure.
at this point, maybe it'll come out till 2017.
If they keep it up like this, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't. There's been. I don't think there has been such a huge such huge expectations for what amounts to be just a phone app ever.
I think that's why they're very cautious about information that they're giving out right now, because those expectations, just like you said, are really really high on that right now.
Yes, yes, and I mean Miitomo alone, people had a lot of expectations for that alone. I mean, it's a weird thing,
Hmm.
just to have expectations on just a phone app. It's just an app.
It's just an app, dude. And the funny thing about that though is that these expectations that they had with Mitomo in this sense, they're actually being met. A lot of people are actually very happy with it, or at least the Japanese audiences. And I've also seen that some of the IGN staff members have gotten their hands on it, and I've seen that a lot of people have actually downloaded that to their iPhones by just grabbing the APN, from the Japanese Play Store or Japanese store, and they love it, dude. They're getting good raves and good reviews so far. So we'll see, man, when it gets to the States and how it actually rolls.
Yes, I believe I saw that as well. Yeah. So
Hmm.
again, we just had to wait till it releases. It probably releases in a few days.
I think it's going to come out here this week, probably. We'll see.
Probably.
I
So
know.
let's see.
Well, let's put it this way: they said it was going to have a March release, so it's got to release by the end of the month.
Yeah. Unless they just push it till April.
That's true too. Yeah.
That may happen.
Yeah.
Probably not. Because I think it's already out in English and in Japan.
It's in Japan. It's in 11 different languages.
One of them being English.
One of them being English.
So yeah, it won't be too long till it
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so away with those news. Goodbye, rumors. I don't need you anymore.
Bye.
So now we're going to move to releases for games that are coming out this week.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of games, though. Not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of games. So Hyrule Warriors Legends for
Mm-hmm.
3DS comes out this Friday for $40. So basically it's the same game as the Wii U, just with a terrible frame rate. If you play in the original 3DS,
Right.
you have more fun playing on the 240p screen on the new 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
You won't have to play a slideshow. There's probably gonna be like very a few amount of enemies. There's
Mm-hmm.
like they're gonna have like a lot of sprites like as you reach them,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Honestly, it doesn't look too appealing to play it on a portable device.
No, I think I'll still pick it up just to go ahead and try it out because I've always been a Zelda fan, right?
Yeah,
But we'll see, man. And then especially because I have the new 3DS, so I heard it runs pretty. Not the best, but it still runs pretty good on that.
yeah. Well, I hope it. I need to check out the reviews. They're probably out at this point.
I'm sure they are, dude. We just haven't checked it.
So yeah, check the reviews and see how it performs.
Hmm.
So if it has trouble performing, you might want to skip this one.
Or at least hold off on it, right?
Yeah. So another game that's coming out is the Sega 3D Classics Collection, 29
Ooh.
bucks, and it comes out this Saturday.
Hmm.
This is the game that has those 3D versions of the games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Uh, it has like 11 games. It has
Hmm.
11 classics Sega games, Sega Genesis games if I'm correct.
Hmm. Right.
So you can pick up this collection, just 30 bucks. It's significantly less than you picking them up separately on the eShop.
Hmm.
I believe it is also available on the eShop though.
I think so. Yes.
So Saturday, just watch it Saturday and you can get those classic games for a significantly low amount.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, comparatively speaking.
Right.
But other than that, that's it in terms of news and releases. And I guess with this we can stop talking about it. We can now move on to the topic.
Oh. And
Yes,
we're gonna pick up where we left off.
yes. So the topic is still The Legend of Zelda,
Hmm.
but this time it's part two. So we'll see you after the break.
All right. See you in a bit.
Alright, so welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes. So we're just gonna start where we left off. We were talking about Zelda and every game, so we left it in Majora's Mask.
Hmm.
So now we can talk about the Oracle games, which is Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
Yep.
So, just like before, I'm gonna let you pick this up. Go for it.
All right. So on this one, my first one out of the two was Oracle of Seasons.
Mhm.
So that's the one that I got, and dude, it was cool because this was obviously originally a Game Boy Color game, and this was if I'm not mistaken, this yeah, because we talked about the previous one being Link's Awakening on the DX version for the Game Boy Color. But this was another official, Game Boy Color title, and I loved it, man. This is one of those games that I made my. Remember, if you remember in the few podcasts behind, I would make my sisters buy a certain game just so I can make sure I play that game afterwards. So
Yeah.
in this case, I made my sister buy Oracle of Ages. What I liked is that the feature that once you beat the game, you were able to go and transfer some stuff over to Oracle of Ages via the code.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's another one. And the other cool thing is that this was one of those other games that was developed with Capcom. If I'm not mistaken, no, I don't think Capcom developed Link's Awakening. Excuse me, not Link's Awakening. A Link to Link's Awakening. I don't think that was Capcom.
No.
But
No.
yeah, this was the first Capcom game, right?
Yeah, this was the first Capcom developed Zelda game, yes.
So yeah, that was a new, refreshing feel to that. So I thought that was pretty cool. But what I think, if I'm not mistaken, also uh, there was a like the final boss. I'm not trying to spoil anything, but the game's goddamn old. So I mean, by this time, if you haven't played, that's your fault. But I mean, if you played both games, then at the end, you actually got to fight Ganon. So I thought that was awesome, dude.
Hmm. Yeah, so for those well, that wasn't too big of a spoiler. Probably just blipped it out or something for people who actually haven't played it. Because let's be fair, not everyone has played every game.
True.
Just probably blip that out.
We'll bleep it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean that sounds really good. Like it sounds like a normal Zelda game.
hmm it's like a very, very long extended Zelda game.
Because all right, I'll be fair. I had not played these games. I own both of them on the Virtual Console.
Really? On the 3DS Virtual Console? So you got them?
Yeah, so I actually started with Oracle of Ages, and I've been
hmm
playing that. I reached the third temple, and I just stopped playing. You not gonna lie, they're actually a bit more difficult than I thought they were going to
Dude,
be.
it's pretty hard, man, but it's so worth it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you continue on. It's a fun game.
Yeah, because just reaching the third temple, I believe I went to the past, and I had to hunt this shit. I believe there was Soras or something like that. I had to talk to
Yeah.
them just to get my items back, and I was frustrated just going through that. I mean, I finished the temple well enough. The temple wasn't too difficult. It was
Uh-huh.
difficult enough. Because here's the thing about these games. Because Oracle of Ages, it's focused on puzzle solving.
Right.
While Oracle of Seasons is focused more on combat, which sounds more like to what I like.
hmm
Well, at least because I'm pretty sure it has puzzles, but they're not quite as difficult as Oracle of Ages.
Dude, they're pretty much both equally hard, to be honest with
Oh,
you. Yeah.
well,
I
it's
don't know,
good.
man. Yeah, I tried both of them, dude, and they are both equally hard. I don't remember what temple I got stuck in, but I got stuck in the temple in Seasons as well, and they're really difficult.
Well, it's good on that end. In any case, I mean, I can tell you what I played so far. I mean, I can
hmm
tell you the games do feel a little different.
hmm
I mean, there's obviously that obvious Zelda aesthetic. It looks like Zelda. I mean, the items and Ruby's screen is on top instead of bottom. I guess that's the difference between Link's Awakening.
hmm
Helps differentiate the games. But it also feels different in how you progress.
Dude, you can feel Capcom's presence in there. That's the best
Yeah,
way to say
I
it.
mean, like that temple, like the job, like you had to cross the sea just to reach the third temple,
hmm
and it ends up with you like passing out and just, as I said before, losing every item you have.
hmm
So that was that was weird. That was different as well.
hmm
So you start noticing stuff like that, which is again different. It's
Right.
not, and the music itself, like it uses a lot of classic Zelda tunes, like remix tunes.
Dude, it really does. Yeah.
This is also the game that uses a lot of bosses from the older Zeldas, but they were brought back for this game.
Recycling.
No, I didn't say recycling. I didn't say recycling because you don't beat it the same way. But just basically the extent of them being the same bosses, basically.
Right.
But they just way made different. But again, I only played up to the third temple. I really need to get to it so I can finish it.
Yeah, you
But
do, dude. It's a good game.
but
They're good games.
so anyone who wants to play it, they're a bit difficult. They're more difficult than you might be expecting.
hmm
Do the Zelda games tend to be like that for whatever reason? I mean, if you're up to the challenge, or you're one of those people who played this game a million times, you can just go re-download them as well. When they ship that for around $6.99 each.
hmm I think I got it for free. I don't remember how, but I think
I I bought Oracle of Ages, and I got Oracle of Seasons free through the Club Nintendo like thing.
yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I remember. No, I got mine from GameStop. I don't remember how, but they were running some kind of promotion.
I believe it was with Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. You're right. That's how I got my game.
Yes, that's what I recall. So not a lot we had to say on that game, I guess.
Nope.
It is some classic Zelda made by Capcom though.
hmm
And from that we can move on to the next game, which is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game, which is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
A Link to the Past, Four Swords Adventure. Oh, I'm sorry. You said Wind Waker?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
that's
kidding, man.
basically just a remake.
Yeah,
So
it is just a remake, and this just has that extra little feature of the Four Swords Adventure. So it's not an official, the official thing. Even though Four Swords was technically in the timeline, but not much to talk about there. Besides them introducing four-player introduction and then being able to use your Game Boy Advance, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, just
Just
four.
just another little gimmick.
Yeah, just 4 players, and you can download it on the eShop.
Yep.
No, no online though. So just with people you may know around if they actually have a 3DS.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Good
So
luck. But no, we do move on to your favorite game.
yes, Wind Waker. This is one of those weird games. As you know, as pretty much everyone knows, when this released back in the day, ah, everyone hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more like a lot of people hated it because
Well,
Hmm?
after go ahead. Yeah, I think you're going to where I was going. Go ahead.
yeah, because everyone's expected this adult Zelda
Yep.
because of the tech demo.
Yep.
Not even an
Exactly.
actual demo; it was just a video.
It was just a video, dude. Yep.
Just a video using the GameCube engine, or I believe it's called the Dolphin engine at that
Yep.
point.
Dolphin at that point.
And everyone was like, "Hey, we're going to get this Zelda, this cool Zelda!" And then like Miitomo released the footage, and everyone was like, "Wait, what's this?"
And
But
it's funny
still,
because a lot of people, just like you said, was disappointed because of the tech demo, or I'm sorry, the video,
uh,
just because it showed, Link fighting Ganon or
hmm
Ganondorf. But
yeah,
dude, it wasn't even that. I mean, it was cool, and I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that video, I got super stoked on it too, and I was
hmm
pretty disappointed when I saw the cell shading. But I mean, I'm glad I gave it a shot because it's a very good game.
hmm I mean, everyone was like, "What's this Japanese cartoon bullshit?" That's what everyone was thinking. Well, a lot of people were. I wasn't disappointed to be fair. As you probably know, like I adore like animation and
Right.
cartoons, so seeing this style was a breath of fresh air. Because this was the first time I had personally seen the cell shading style,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of games now use very
Right.
consistently. I mean, it was one of the first games. Along, there's other games as well, like Beautiful Joe and stuff like that. So, what can I say about this game? Well, I'm gonna start with the bats, just kind of getting that out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you know, there's that whole thing with the Triforce charts.
Oh Jesus Christ, I hate it.
So,
That's so bad.
so you had to go around the whole world just to get the pieces and just get the Triforce back together.
And we're not talking about three pieces, by the way. Just in case you're
No, no,
thinking
no, no, no,
Triforce three pieces, we're talking about it like what, 20
no.
something or some shit like that.
Triforce shards. I believe
Oh
there were.
Jesus
I do
Christ.
not remember what the exact number was, sadly, but there was quite a few of them, and you had to go
Hmm.
all around the world, like doing different things. It was very simplified on the Wind Waker HD version.
Yep.
Significantly, you got a few pieces, I believe, in one area.
Hmm.
Yes. Also, there was the whole thing about the sailing, which is my least favorite of all things.
Dude, you spend so much time doing that
Yes, because you gotta activate like this. You gotta change the direction of the wind just to travel certain areas.
every single freaking time.
Yeah, it was a gimmick that was not welcome.
Nope.
It was a thing I did not like, and thankfully, again, the HD version fixed that by giving you the Swift Sail.
That was cool.
Though the Swift Sail was a bit annoying, like, because you actually had to look up how to find it.
Yeah, dude.
Because it was a bit obscure. They should actually given it to you after the first temple.
And I didn't really mind it because once you get it, it was so worth it.
Yeah, and it's faster as well, so you can travel as fast as you can,
Yep.
as fast as you want.
Hmm.
And if you didn't like it, you could just switch back to the other still, but I don't know what you would.
All right.
So, other than that, I can tell you, like, the game is beautiful. Even the older version, it just looks good.
Dude, I like the plot in it, to be honest with you. I really do like the plot, especially, not trying to spoil anything again, but, when you go under the water and you see that grand part, I love that part, dude. That's my favorite.
Okay, so I will be honest, normally Zelda stories haven't really gotten to me much.
Hmm.
Because I feel they're very simple to the point that I don't really become too attached to them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That being said, I mean, I can tell you that the story is good. It starts off differently than one might usually expect from a Zelda game.
Way differently.
Yeah, so it starts with you turning, I believe, 10 years old?
I think
11?
so. Some little kid age
Maybe,
like that.
yeah, maybe 12. Well, the whole point is that you're basically an adult in the eyes of everyone else,
Hmm.
and you had to wear this outfit, which the classic hero of time used to wear, which is, the green tunic.
Of course.
Yeah. But just on your birthday, turns out your birthday present is that your sister gets kidnapped by a giant bird.
Happy birthday.
So, and your mission is to go rescue her from this tower.
Hmm.
And needless to say, you fail.
Mm,
Just kind of, it's a spoiler, but I mean, whatever. It's obvious it's not going to turn out well
right.
because you have to go through the staggering amount of 4 dungeons.
Ugh,
So yeah, this game did not have many dungeons.
no, dude.
That means that it was still a fair amount. Like it was long enough, and what I like about this game is the sense of adventure. Because like sailing the seas, like finding strange new islands.
I think that's what I like the most is discovering new islands and having to, look for treasure under the ocean too. That kind of stuff I thought was cool.
Yes, it was really. It felt really great. Like the vast openness of the ocean was just great to sail through, which is also why I didn't actually. I mentioned the flaws, but I personally didn't mind the try for shark quest because I love going just around like trying to find them and going through these different challenges. Like one of them was like forced you to go through a ghost ship.
Hmm.
Oh man, that was cool. Just trying to find that one. And again, the characters are cool. Like Makar and Medley.
Hmm.
They use like these really lovable characters. And then, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say because you reminded me of something else right now. That's the other thing that tripped me out is just the whole evolution process on this. I don't want to spoil much or anything, but just being able to see what the Zoras turned into and what all the Kokiris turned into. Dude, that blew my mind.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure like why those creatures. I believe I forget what they're called. What the bird people are called.
Hmm.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't remember either.
Hmm. Well, I mean that was probably kind of a mistake.
Hmm.
I mean that's well on more on the writing process because I'm pretty sure it was going to be something else. Because I mean that was a drastic change.
Dude, it's evolution though, man.
But evolution doesn't work like that. You don't just turn from that to that.
You don't turn from a dinosaur into a bird either, but it happened.
Uh, it's been 100 years.
No, it wasn't 100 years.
It was 100 years.
It really was. It really
Yeah,
100 years.
yes. They
Okay.
specified this on the game.
Okay, then no, that doesn't make sense then.
Yeah, I mean the Kokiri actually make a lot of sense, and there's not much of a spoiler here because it's clearly who they are. And honestly, it isn't actually truly revealed. So here's the thing: they're actually sprites. It is revealed like they're actually like kind of magical beings.
Hmm.
So then turning into well, what they turn, you'll see if you play the game. Makes a lot more sense than, you know,
Hmm.
bird people. If you know what I mean, play the game and just find who the sage of a certain temple is.
Hmm.
You'll be confused. And the music is good, especially the one just was you
Oh,
fell
I
into the
love the
sea.
music. Yeah.
Oh man. Just in general, this game is just pretty. Even the GameCube version is just great looking at it. What else can I say about this game, honestly?
Rito, by the way, I think it's Rito is what
Rito.
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so that name. Wow, nice change. In any case, this game, it's good. I mean, it's still like the basic Zelda formula that started with Ocarina of Time. You know, like you see targeting, you use the stick to select your items, stuff like that. And then the HD version allows you to use like aiming, motion controls, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's just a fun time going through the motions, finding new stuff.
Right.
Because I really can't say much about this game. It's a very classic Zelda title,
Hmm.
but it's one that works well in the setting that it's placed in.
Hmm.
Oh man, how did I forget? And there's also Tetra.
Oh, that's Tetra.
How did I forget about her? Well, she's the best. I just say that she's the best. She's cool.
Hmm.
So if you can get this game, get it. But I mean, it's a Nintendo game, so you can actually get it for cheaper on the GameCube nowadays, or you can get it for $50 on the eShop and physical format. Nintendo don't go down on prices.
Nope. I don't believe in that.
No. That being said, what do you think about it? I just realized I took over.
No, dude, I was letting you put your 2 cents in because I agree with a lot of it. Just like you said, the music is great. I like that sense of adventure. And like I said earlier, my favorite part is just when they start tying stuff from the timeline. I thought that was cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, this was and just damn, I can't even really talk about it that much without spoiling stuff. But just the plot that it's involved. Like how the world got to that state and
Hmm.
what's all that stuff. I love it, dude. It's a good game. It's not my favorite game, but it is one of my favorite, easily one of my top favorite games.
Hmm. So, you heard from both of us. It's a good game. Go
It's
get
a
it.
good game. Go get it right now.
Yeah. Get a Wii U first, though. Alright, so next we move on. I want to move into this game just to kind of talk about it. I never played it, but I'm pretty sure you have.
Mm.
The Legend of Zelda: The Four Sword Adventures.
Yes, I did play that. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's the same one that's on the 3DS that came for free, right?
No, this is a different game. This
Is
is
it
the game,
different?
the way you connect with the Game Boys.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did play it, but I only played it with 2 people. I only played it with obviously myself and my brother. I think my sister. I'm not sure. I don't remember that, but dude, the gimmick was there, and the gimmick was awesome. Actually, the funny thing is that I saw the other day I was looking through some stuff in my closet, and I was able to find some of those cables that you would connect to your Game Boy Advance. So I thought that was cool. I was like, why do I have these? And I was like, oh wait, that's why Four Swords Adventure.
Hmm.
But the gimmick was there, and it was good in the sense that when you enter a cavern or a building, you would be able to go ahead and look down at your Game Boy Advance, and you would see the building or the cavern right then and there. The
Hmm.
competition was fun. The bosses were creative, but it's a very short game.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing that you got to remember is, I mean, it's a very, very, very short game. And I don't remember how I even came about this game. I got it through a special where it came with another game, if I'm not mistaken. But I can't even remember what the other game was. But yeah, I did go ahead and get this game briefly.
Okay, so this is a game that I can't really recommend to anyone because the setup for it's enormous. Like you need a Game Boy Advance for each player.
Yes, you
You
do.
need a link cable for each player.
Hmm.
Like no, outside the game, you have to have a lot of extra stuff.
Yep.
So not a very recommended game. So you probably have to stick with a future title at this point.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, it was fun. I liked it. That's when I played that with my Game Boy Advance SP. If you remember those, which by the way, I feel like the Game Boy Advance SP was the greatest thing ever.
Oh, well, I still
But
have mine.
dude, I still have my purple one somewhere here. I don't remember where it's at, but I love that thing. But yeah, like you said, I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to see what it's all about. YouTube it and get a Let's Play video because the game isn't even that long.
Oh, okay. Again, I haven't played it, so I'm taking it all from you.
Yeah, don't get it, dude. It's not worth it. Let's just watch a Let's Play video on it.
Okay, we'll do that. So you heard it. Don't get it. Don't support this game.
No, don't support it. Destroy it at all means and cost.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zelda. All right, so now we move on to the game that you probably been expecting. You're the one I'm talking about, right?
The Minish Cap?
Damn it! I actually was expecting you to forget. Oh, the Minish Cap.
Oh no, dude, I can't forget this one because this was another Capcom game.
Yeah, this is another Capcom game. This game is for the Game Boy Advance,
Hmm.
and this is the only Zelda game I fully completed.
Really,
Yeah, so
dude. You know what's funny about this game?
mhm.
I don't remember anything about it at all.
Well, then that means I'm gonna have to pick up the slack in this case. In
Dude,
this
the
case.
only thing I know is that the cap is a bird, and supposedly this was the first of the timeline. And you shrink, and that's it. That's all I know. That's all I can remember, at least.
All right, so I guess I'll pick up from here and talk a bit about the game.
Mhm.
So again, like I believe it's the only Game Boy Advance original Zelda title. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Hmm.
it is. So just basically the story, you're Link, and you're a swordsmith, and then you're supposed to deliver this sword to the winner of a certain contest on Hyrule Castle.
Hmm.
I mean, you watch the competition. This guy wins. He gets the sword. Turns out there's this evil mage called Body,
Hmm.
who then turns Zelda into stone because then she would be a threat. And basically, Zelda spends the whole game as a rock. And your mission is basically trying to get every elemental element to
Hmm.
get her back, so you can get the sword, which I believe is called the Force Sword, if I'm correct.
It is the Four Sword. Hmm.
Yes, it's called the Force Sword in the Minish Cap. I guess it's kind of connected with
Four Swords Adventure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know the details on that though. In any case, this game looks pretty to look at. Like it's that one Zelda. It's the last 2D Zelda title we got, and man, was it a good one to end on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, everything like the colors are just vibrant. It uses a Toon Link character, but everything just looks good. Like it's just colorful. Again, good to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the mechanic in this game, is shrinking down. You're going to do three stumps, mushrooms, stuff like that, and you again shrink down and meet these characters called the Minish, and you just basically go about the world. You go into temples where you're being tiny. You go into temples being huge and back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually interesting, like having to go through the whole world
Right.
and see everything. And it's interesting, like to see like all these items in this huge scale. Like one of the bosses in the first temple is what are those things called? The blobs.
Oh, the tutus.
Yeah, the choo-choos. Yeah, the first boss is a choo-choo, a normal choo-choo, by the way.
Yeah, it just looks like a giant tutu, but it's really just a normal one because you're tiny.
Yeah, it's funny because what ends up happening is you just reach the boss temple, and then it switches the view to the outside with this choo-choo just suddenly going about, just goes in there randomly. So it basically just not even not even an actual boss, just a random boss. And then the music's really good. I like the boss theme of. I think it's one of my favorite, like my second favorite boss theme
Hmm.
in any Zelda game.
I gotta listen to that because again, I can't remember any of this stuff.
Yeah, I love the theme. Uh, and then a lot of strange items like the ghost jar. Basically, you store items, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Don't remember. Oh, and you get all those sword abilities.
The what?
The sword abilities.
Way? How come I don't remember any of this game?
Okay, so there's these masters around which teach you, depending on your hearts, items, stuff like that. You find them around
Hmm.
using the keystones. I forget what they're called. Uh, I actually had to look it real fast. Keystones. There you go.
Kingstones. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So and then you basically it's for you to raise your friendship levels with people supposedly. You join the pieces and then items appear. Different stuff unlocks. Different characters suddenly become aware or whatever,
Hmm.
and you can get different stuff. Like some of the coolest attacks you unlock, like the Great Spin Attack, which you just charge your spin attack and you just press B over and over and just spawn. You could
I actually remember that.
get actually got that too, and then the double Great Spin Attack, which actually makes it last longer, like
Hmm.
a faster sword charge.
That's the one that gets you dizzy too in the game, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't get you
No.
dizzy. You can,
Ah.
I think you can spin up to 12 times, and you can move while doing it.
Hmm.
So it's great to clear crowds.
Which is the game that gets you dizzy when you're doing that? Then there is a game that gets you dizzy.
Yes, and I will talk about it in a bit.
Okay,
I
cool.
knew because I did it just recently. Okay, so what else can I say about this game? Once again, it's a really fun game. It has a fair amount of temples. I mean, the story is simple, but you do get a partner character in this one
Who?
with the character called Eslo. I always thought it was called Ezio. Anyway,
I don't
yes,
remember this. I think I'm gonna have to go replay it.
yeah, Eslo, which is the cap. That was always
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. I knew
yeah,
that
which
part.
is
Yeah.
always reside. Yeah, that's the partner, and he helps you. He's the one that helps you shrink down,
Hmm.
and he's kind of a prick.
Dude, he's a jerk. I
Yeah,
remember
he's a
that much
jerk.
about it. He's a jerk.
But there's a reason for it, and again, it's an in-game thing. Basically, he's not very trustworthy after what happened to him.
Hmm.
Again, there's a reason why he doesn't trust people.
And so I can remember this. So when you shrink down, there's also smaller people. Picori, I think is what they were called, right?
Because diminish, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Yes, because apparently the surface people call him Picori, but they
Hmm.
call themselves Minish.
Ah, that remains. Okay,
Stuff like
that makes
that.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have their own villages and places to go to.
Hmm.
It's just nice to. It's just interesting to find another world between another inside another world.
Hmm.
Oh man, I need to replay that game.
You know what, dude? I had that game. Now that I remember, it's on the
You do
because we
have it,
yeah we got it as Nintendo 3DS ambassadors.
yeah. But I mean, I originally completed it on the Game Boy Advance.
I completed it on the Game Boy Advance, dude. I just never played it. I never picked it up again. So now that I remember, I have it on my 3DS.
Wait, do
I'm
you
gonna go.
actually complete it?
I did, yeah. And I remember completing this game from top to bottom on the original Game Boy Advance.
Like,
But hmm?
okay, so I remember I got everything. I got every figurine, I got
Yes,
every kinstone, but I never got the last piece of heart I needed.
I got them
And
all, dude.
no,
I
and
remember.
I didn't get the last kinstone piece I needed. Like, I never found it. I looked like crazy for weeks, and I was never able to find it. And then my game, because sad to say, it was when I didn't know what a pirated game was.
Oh no way!
So I was almost done, and my game just erased on its
Oh
own.
my god! I knew you were gonna say that. I would
And
have cried.
I was so sad. I just dropped the game, and like I didn't bother. I mean, I
Mm,
played it again when I got it on the ambassador program.
mm.
Again, again, this game really fun.
Pretty good.
Again, it's a fair amount long.
Hmm.
Really good music. Interesting items. Oh yeah, one of the items I believe is also a leaf. It's kind of like in Wind Waker.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
And
Hmm.
the cane one of the items is literally a cane that you just shoot the bean into a hole and just
Hmm.
jump into the hole and it makes you jump.
That's exactly all it does.
And I just destroy my pen. Oh fuck.
Nice.
And I guess we can move on to the next game from here. And I
Well,
know that.
actually, if you don't mind me asking, I lost track of time. How much time have we been going on this? Are we gonna have to make a part three on this?
Oh man, oh man, I don't know. I don't know how long we've been going.
Neither do I, dude. It seems like a long
Are
time,
we
bro.
actually gonna have to do part 3?
I think we're gonna have to do a part three, dude,
Oh
because
boy.
we got a few more. We got one, two, three,
We got a lot of Zelda games left.
4, 5, 6 more games, and I think we've been going on for a bit. I think we got stuck a little bit on Wind Waker, which is okay if you ask me.
Oh man. Well, then I guess that's it.
at
But
least
there's
at least we have another topic.
Oh wow, that sounds so lazy when you say it like that.
Or we come up with a better topic. We could move this to a different podcast altogether. But hey, at least we got stuff to talk about, so that's cool.
Well, I mean, it feels a bit.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it doesn't feel good to leave it off. So we'll probably talk about the rest of the games in the net podcast. But we had so many left. Oh man. I mean, up next is I believe is your favorite Zelda game.
Twilight Princess.
Yes. So we're gonna have to start with that one. And oh crap. All right. So I guess we'll stop here. So I mean, thank you for listening. And well, you can find us on Twitter. You can find you can find me at John like I'm Monado Johns at MONADOJOHNS. And
And you can find me over at ERICYONINBITS. So Ericyo Ninbits. You can find me right there.
yes, we promise we'll actually use those.
Yeah, I actually use it for posting up video game stuff. So yeah, you can definitely see me posting up there. And if you have any questions or just want to talk, go ahead and hit me up
Yep. I'll swear I'll start using it at some point.
at some point when you get
Yeah.
your first follow.
uh, in any case, that is it for today. We'll come back next week with the part 3. Hopefully we don't have to do the part 4.
Hopefully, but don't catch your chickens. It might happen.
Oh boy. In any case, we will see you next time.
All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.